The Honda NSX, marketed as the Acura NSX in North America, has etched its position in automotive history as one of the most iconic and revered sports cars of the 1990s. Originally introduced with pioneering technology and a motorsport accurate design philosophy, the NSX stood apart with its blend of everyday drivability and supercar capabilities. Developed in collaboration with the great Ayrton Senna's input, the mid-engine layout, aluminum construction, and naturally aspirated V6 engine with VTEC transformed the vehicle into an unusual product among its contemporaries. Over 3 decades after it was first launched, the NSX continues to attract enthusiasts and tuners. Though its original form still exudes engineering holiness, more recent trends among customizers have forced reinterpretations of the classic shape. One such reinterpretation comes from Australia, as a similarly new tuner operation named Autoteak has unveiled a pair of new body kits that reimagine the NSX with new styling and menacing designs. Autoteak's twin launches, the NSX Widebody and the NSX OEM Plus, made their public debut at the Session AU Sydney Motor Show, drawing considerable attention from the tuning community. Both kits present very different interpretations of the NSX's signature shape, in the hope of appealing to different sections of the fan base. The more radical of the pair, the NSX Widebody, began as a Piston Zero concept design drawing, created by a Norwegian freelance designer. Once the vision was finished, the project was transferred to Thailand, where Mosey, a professional auto builder and designer, brought the drawings to life in an actual prototype on a full-size model. Later on, the project was purchased by Autoteak, who developed the design further and took it to limited production, targeting collectors and tuning enthusiasts in search of something incredibly rare. The conversion involved with the wide-body version is significant. Nearly all exterior panels have been modified or replaced, dramatically transforming the NSX's proportions and stance. The car is more aggressive, more edgy in its personality, with flared fender apertures, resculpted bumpers, and modern lighting treatments. The handful of factory components carried over, such as the nostalgic pop-up headlights, factory doors, and original greenhouse, serve as understated reminders of the car's heritage while keeping the new design language front and center. Forward, the bespoke bumper is distinguished by flared air intakes, which are accentuated by thin LED daytime running lights and bulbous front splitter. Combined, they present an aggressive visual identity, especially when matched with the lowered ride height and wider track. At the sides, stretched fenders merge with deeper side skirts, presenting a muscularity that is a deviation from the car's own sleek lines. The lowered suspension and low-profile tires on custom wheels emphasize the car's presence. The wide-body rear introduces a whole new look for the stock tail section. The classic full-width taillights are traded for a contemporary LED arrangement that features a tinted finish and aggressive light graphics. The rear bumper is there to complement the widened fenders with a diffuser that features twin exhaust outlets that call out performance. A new body fixed wing, color-matched to the rest of the car, completes the redesign, while some details from the original renderings, ventilated hood panels, and airfoil canards, were omitted from the prototype. The fidelity of the concept is largely preserved. For those who prefer an upgraded look that is more subtle, there's the NSX OEM Plus, with a restrained take on the classic coupe. This version updates the original style without overloading it, holding on to a great deal of the factory style with the addition of a fresh, new edge. The new front bumper uses less aggressive intakes, and the hood receives a subtle rise to add some visual flair. The side is enhanced by marginally longer skirts, and the rear bumper extension adds just enough pizzazz to bring the rear fascia into modern shape. Though many bodywork enhancements have been made, Autoteak has elected not to interfere with the factory mechanical setup of the NSX. The cars therefore still carry the standard issue 3.0-liter V6 VTEC engine, mounted transversely aft of the passengers. This naturally aspirated engine develops 270 horses and 210 pound-feet of torque, and still delivers linear response, high-revving thrills, and sonics that purists still enjoy, even though no chassis or powertrain upgrades exist via the kits. Owners who would like to upgrade the performance can look for third-party enhancements. That leaving the factory setup intact may be a gesture in the direction of the wider collectability of the NSX. Original models in their original configuration have begun to sell for a high price on the second-hand market, particularly the older ones produced between 1990 and 2001. Notably, Autoteak created both of its kits from this first generation rather than the newer NSX produced between 2001 and 2006. This focus may be more desirable to collectors and enthusiasts who find the older models preferable. Although no official pricing details have been released yet, Autoteak guarantees to make widebody and OEM Plus kits available for order in the near future. The extremely limited production nature of the item, combined with the vehicle's rising value as a collector car, make these kits of interest to a niche fan base. How many of the NSX owners will be prepared to set aside the original appearance of the car, especially as unmodified examples grow fewer and more costly, only can be viewed. The broader context for such an extremist redesign is one of a gradual cultural evolution in the car world. As successive generations of tuners mature with hero worship of 1990s and early 2000s Japanese performance icons, there is a growing need for a good sense of taste and adaptation that unites tradition with modern style. Autoteak's work is a classic case in point, an alternative to the preservationism thus far evident in the community of classic Japanese automobiles. Rather than attempt to reinvent the NSX on a mechanical or upset its driving dynamics, the new body kits honor the car's original DNA and then tack on aesthetic reinterpretations that make sense in today's design sensibilities. From sleek and simple to outrageous and wide, the kits present different visions of how the NSX might develop and represent a greater emphasis on bringing back classic performance cars into a current visual context. With this 2-for-1 deal, Autoteak penned an engaging new chapter in the NSX's ongoing saga. By restyling a favorite without diluting its heritage, the tuner has created a platform for individuality that honors the legacy embedded in the original aluminum spine. Whether adopted for show cars, weekend enthusiasts, or collectors' dens, these designs solidify the NSX's continued spot in the world of car personalizing.